Hello, my name is Jim Hanson, G-Tech Cleaning Solutions, Braselton, Georgia. I have been in the automotive sector since 1974. Started when I was 4 years old working in a machine shop and have been in a machine shop working on engines ever since. I've been putting my hands in different chemicals that have said known to cause cancer, and knew that at some point, being 51 years old, I needed to change my ways. We set out to design a product not only because the EPA is changing everything as much as they are, and it doesn't work as good as it used to. So we needed a product that would work as good as it used to in the good old days, but also be healthier for us. So that's what we started doing 8 years ago. And we ended up with some products that have been welcomed in many different industries: racing teams, manufacturing plants, dealerships, transmission shops, body shops, et cetera, et cetera. So we're a great replacement to a solvent-based parts washer. We're also a great replacement to a Purple Power or a butyl-based product instead of using somebody's name, that you can use for cleaning cars, cleaning engine parts. You can use it for cleaning leather, carpet, door panels, steering wheels. So for instance, if a technician jumps in a car, gets grease on the armrest, the seat, the door panel, the steering wheel, we can safely remove that off of any material, leather, carpet.
Hold on a second. You had a situation where a tech jumped into a car and got some stains on there, and what happened to that other product?
Yeah, unfortunately, the technician grabbed the wrong bottle of cleaner, and unfortunately too, the car was only in for an oil change with the guy waiting. It was a Highline car, and they ended up having to replace the leather seat cover, the headliner, and the carpet because of the splash of the cleaner ended up splotching or discoloring in spots of all three.
Wow, I'm sure that was an expensive proposition for that store.
And to take care of a customer over an oil change, absolutely. You know, and you don't blame the customer for wanting it to be replaced with it being a brand new vehicle.
So, Jim, one of the things that dealerships face is having to deal with multiple vendors for all their different products. How does G-Tech help them with that issue?
Well, so our products are, the nice thing about it is every one of them are endorsed by the EPA. So the SDS sheets that you're going to have involved with all sorts of your cleaning needs in any, it's a manufacturing plant, dealership, whatever. You can use it in drive-through car washes. You can use it in your detail department. You can use it in your service department. But you can also use it for cleaning your floors. Our product goes directly into a floor scrubber, whereas Tennant, Advance, Noble, all those guys try to tell you, well, you can't use nothing but our product. They do that because, you know, obviously it's safe to be used in their products, or their machines, but we're much cheaper. Our product goes, it's much more efficient. We only use about a quart of our product in a floor scrubber full of 20 gallons of water or 30 gallons of water, according to what size it is. So that shows you how efficient it is. And hopefully you guys will let us have pictures on a website for the customers to be able to see as well.
You know, one of the things that I find interesting, and I've spent a number of years working in repair shops, and what I experienced back then, spending time cleaning cylinder heads and intake manifolds and the parts tank, and just working on cars and working on engines, building engines, was that my hands always looked terrible. No matter what I did, I could never get clean. And when you work in a machine shop, I'd venture to say your hands get pretty dirty. Now, I don't work in a shop, so if you look at my hands, I don't have the years of staining, right? And I've been out of the shop for a number of years. But you work in a shop every day.
Correct.
Would you mind holding your hand up just like this for a second? That's incredible. Because when I worked in the shop, my hands did not look as clean as your hands. And that's from the chemical?
Yes, you can see that my hands don't have, grease under my fingernails. When I go out to do sales and get in front of people like yourself, I want to be respectful. I want to be, I take a lot of pride in my appearance. So, definitely things like cleaning my hands. And the good thing about our products is that it doesn't dry your hands out. So say if you've got a parts washer, instead of having a solvent-based parts washer, you have a water-based parts washer like our products. And you can clean your hands in it. You can clean valve covers with rubber gaskets in it. You don't have to replace the gasket. So say if your technician's just lashing the valves and that's all they're going to do, and you're wanting to just clean up the valve cover to make sure your customer knows that you're in that engine, that you didn't say that you were in there, that you truly were. So you could clean the dust off and clean the debris off and the oil. You can leave that gasket in it and not replace that gasket. It does not harm, like most solvent-based products will make one swell or dry rot. I've got a valve cover I soaked in a 5-gallon bucket and did a before and after of a diesel valve cover that they didn't change the oil. Had to be probably 100,000 miles because the thing was solid black. And
wow.
The O-ring still has our cleaner in it because I did not rinse the cleaner out, and it's still pliable today, and that was 3 years ago.
And your stuff is not only non-toxic but also non-flammable.
Correct, and no smell. So that's your shop's not smelled up with a solvent-based product. You don't have to worry about a spark lighting the solvent-based product on fire. You don't have to worry about technicians having skin irritations or ruining rubber or taking off sticker packages like off of a valve cover or front cover, oil change situations or whatever.
And you have products for floor cleaners, parts washers, all the stuff in the detail shop?
Yes, sir. You can be used in your drive-through car wash, cleaning wheels and tires of any kind of wheels. I've sprayed wheels. BBS North America is right beside where we are, and they use our product for doing all of their cleaning of the wheels when they come in to doing any kind of repairs. They have 3-piece wheels, and they do all the repairs right there at BBS North America. We have race teams, probably a good 50% of the race teams in North Carolina is using our product. We have a good 50 to 75 dealerships locally to us, and then the rest of them are scattered all over the country. So transmission shops, body shops, it's exciting to be able to help people like yourself and I in different industries and show a difference in what we're using to save the health of what we're doing, especially of the young generation. We've already done our damage. We're old enough that we've done enough damage to ourselves, but I'd love to make a difference for the future for sure.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that as we try to attract more talent into the business, right, is being able to show them a safer place to work. So right. It's great to have a product like yours available that's multiple products that you have that are used in all different areas of the dealership where people can work more safely.
Well, I've been fortunate enough to learn from a lot of people over the years, and they've taught me a lot of small things and large things. And so if this is one thing I can give back and help, teach kids or the younger generation, not kids, to not do the things that we've done, then I'm helping out in at least a small way.
Well, that's great. Hey, Jim, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for joining us, Jim.
Yes, sir.